Let's do this thing.
I got the notes. You best believe she'll be taking down notes. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video on this channel. Last episode, we actually went through like outgrowing people and whatnot. Actually, recently, I was having this conversation with my best friend. We have been talking about how a lot of things have been changing or have changed from the time we started being friends, and now we're like, 5 years into being really good friends. So yeah, I'm really grateful for this best friend of mine. So shout out to you, Josh. I know you watch this. This conversation with my best friend got me thinking, like, we've seen a lot of things end, like, relationships, careers, whatever. Fast forward to a couple years after, we just now kind of look at each other and be like, wow, we're actually doing way better than we were. And then, which got me thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, endings only mean a better season is coming. Alright, so that's really what we're gonna talk about for this episode. How endings only mean that there's a better season that is coming. So we already know that life, has its ever-changing chapters. Like, we go through different chapters in our lives. I mean, I know I have, because I've had different phases in my life. Yeah, if you guys know me, if some of you know me personally, you know that. Because as humans, we are designed to evolve. And I also believe that this also applies in a way with our personalities, our interests, our careers, life choices, whatever. And just like in last week's episode, we talked about outgrowing things. And that's what happens when you evolve. You outgrow some things that no longer serve your purpose, or outgrow people that no longer aligns with your values, as we all mature, as we all change. Sometimes we ask, why do we need endings? Like, why do some things need to end? So we're so fixated on how something or someone is already serving something to us at the moment. We don't realize anymore that there's still space to improve. There's still room for improvement. So, of course, things end so better situations can start. Think of it this way. You could be so used to something that's toxic, but because you're used to it, you think it's normal. You think it's the norm. When you take a step back, you would realize soon that, oh, that is such a toxic routine that I had. Oh, that I was in a toxic environment. That's only when you realize that you can still further improve your environment, your traits, whatever. And of course, when something ends, like, for example, you remove those toxic habits, you get out of that toxic environment, I believe that's when healthy habits start. Like, for example, I gave up some toxic habits of mine, and that's when I realized that I am capable of being a better person. I am capable of these healthier habits. Like, for example, when I left a toxic environment from my previous relationship, that's when I realized that I was also acting toxic. And that's also when I realized that, oh, okay, because I'm no longer in that sort of environment, I could be a better person, for myself and to others as well. So that kind of applies to like everything, is that when a toxic habit or a toxic environment is removed from our life, that is when we kind of start to adapt these healthier habits. When it comes to people, as I've mentioned in the previous episode, some people in our lives only have one purpose. And by the time they already finish that purpose in our lives, that's when they leave. Like, bye. Sometimes there's nothing we can do about it. Because, they already did what they were supposed to do in our life. And we move on. You're probably asking, oh, if they only have one purpose in my life, then why did they even bother entering my life? I really do believe this, that we cross paths with people and situations, whatever, for a reason. Some people, some things, although they're just something that's passing our lives, these things can either be a blessing or a lesson for us to do better. Maybe you're in a situation where a lot of things are ending, a lot of things are starting. At this moment, like at the time of recording this video, a lot of things are changing for me as we speak. I've had a couple of things end, even though I didn't want them to end. And I'm starting this transition into like bigger things, which you guys will know in another video. A lot of life changes are happening as we speak. And of course, it's easy to get overwhelmed in all of this. And of course, with all these life changes, we all need to make a little room. So when some things end, one thing I do believe in is that God and the universe sees and listens to our desires. Like, for example, you want to have a better life. You want to live healthy. You want to upgrade in your career. I really feel like the universe and God listens to all these things that we want to happen for ourselves. The fact that you are able to desire these things, these big things for yourself, it just kind of goes to show that you are also capable of making them happen. I really like to think that, when we desire some things, we set our goals, there is really a greater purpose that we are yet to know. You wouldn't be able to desire these things if you were not meant to receive them from God or the universe or whatever you believe. But of course, when it comes to receiving, there's always a trade-off, okay? When you want to receive something, it also means that you have to let go of things that are no longer serving your purpose or your life. When we want bigger things in our life, we want a better career, better whatever, we have to make room for all of these things. Everything in our life will occupy space. I know sometimes, or actually most of the time, it's quite challenging to let go of some things, especially when it's something that we've been used to for so long. So yeah, I get you. I get it. Like, it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go of that job. It's hard to let go of people. It's hard to let go of friendships or relationships. But if you desire to have something better, career, a better environment, better friends, then you have to let go of those things or those people that are kind of blocking you from getting the things you really want. You get me? Stay with me, okay? But I'll tell you what. I've had to let go of a lot of things, a lot of people throughout my 20s, or actually throughout my life. But I'm telling you, it's honestly worth it. Because I've noticed somewhere like last year, 2024, that the moment I stopped being friends with some certain people or a relationship ended for me, that's when I noticed that a lot of other aspects in my life started to get better. Like, I got better with my job. I got better with my finances. I got better with my social life. I got better at making friends. Because I felt like that was the universe, or that was God's way of telling me that, oh, you deserve way better than what you have right now. Let me just kind of take it out for you. And here, get something better. You get me? You get me? So, of course, when we let go of some people, when we let go of some things, it will be hard. I'm not sugarcoating this. It will definitely be hard. It's gonna be such a heartbreak. Okay. But that's when this next point comes in. Because when we make room, when we let go of some things, we need to also learn how to forgive. Even if it's just forgiving yourself. We all need to make choices in our life. We make these choices for a reason. We make these choices based on the resources that we have at that moment. Sometimes it may not be the best choice. May not have the desired outcome. But hey, that's what makes us human. Like, we're not perfect. We're not exempted from making bad decisions or wrong decisions. So when we let go, we also need to learn how to forgive. You may not be ready to forgive other people or people who have gravely wronged you. I know, it takes time to forgive others. You gotta learn to at least forgive yourself. I know. Alright, so we've tackled like making room for better things and letting go of other things that don't serve our purpose. So this is the part where we get ready for these new seasons in our lives. Okay, this is like the exciting part. Like, hello. This is literally like another chance. When we go through new seasons in our lives, it means like, new characters, new environment, and maybe even new opportunities. Every new season will come with new things, but it's only you who gets to decide if you want to make this a great season. So, of course, we all want the best for ourselves, right? We all want a great season. So, whenever there's like this new season coming up in your life, think of it as the upgraded version of you came from your hard work from the past, came from all of that, letting go and forgiving yourself. This new version of you in this new season of your life will be able to handle the greater things. Sometimes God doesn't give us what we want right away, okay? Like maybe He'll, let us have a little taste. He would take it away and prepare us to be the person who is worthy and who is ready to receive such great things. If you gave me these really great things and I didn't know how to handle them, it would just be a waste. As you evolve, as you mature, as we all learn new things and enter new seasons in our lives, the person we become will be the person who's worthy of receiving all these desires. Like, wow. Isn't that cool? Isn't that like mind-blowing? Because for me it is. If you're ever in a situation where something is ending, endings can be painful. I really get that. Just kind of think of it this way, like, oh, something is ending in my life. It just means that it's about to be replaced by something bigger. And we just don't know it yet. I don't need to play tug of war with the things that are leaving my life because I just kind of think like, oh, okay, I don't need to hold on to this anymore because I know there's gonna be more when this exits my life. So, yeah, endings are not always sad because it just means there is something better in the future. Okay? It just means that a lot of things are just about to begin, and these could be the best things that life has to offer. So yeah, if some things are ending in your life, like, it's sad, yes, I'm not gonna invalidate that. But on the other hand, you kind of have to be excited. Like, this is a great time. It just means you're growing, you're evolving, you're maturing, and new things are about to begin. So yeah, if you're ending a season in your life or you're starting a new season in your life, just know that I'm so excited for you. I really am. Like, wow. Like, whenever I see my friends starting new hobbies, starting new interests, I get so excited for them, and I love to cheer them on. So, yeah. And as you enter new seasons in your life, the right people will stay. So, to close this video, I just want to reiterate some things. So, life has its ever-changing chapters. Endings are necessary to bring in new things. And when we're bringing new things in, we have to make room. And with every new season, we have to get ready. Forgive the past so you can enjoy now and the future. I am rooting for you. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Like, if you guys want to share something in the comments, just leave them down below. I will see you guys in the next episode. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!